Greetings, Poke fans. Jay here. You see where I got that from MJ TV. So, this is my first time ever doing a video like this, so comment if you like it or not. Anyway, I decided since Legends Legends Arceus is coming like in next month, I decided let's rank all 5 Pokemon games, mainline games, on the Sword and Shield. On the Switch. Excluding Legends ZA, obviously, because even though it's releasing on the Switch, it's the first Pokemon game on the Switch too, so I don't want to count it. Anyway, without further ado, please like and subscribe. We are very close to 500 subscribers on the main channel, which I'm super excited about. And we've reached 10 subscribers on the gaming channel. I promise I'll post the gameplay soon. I do have one waiting. And this is going to be on my 3rd channel, which is just going to be me talking about anything, whether it's anime, video games, TV shows, Pokemon, whatever. Without enough yapping, let's get right into it. The top 5 Pokemon games on the Switch, in my opinion, ranked. So, at number 5, we have probably one that you guys expected to be at number 5, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Now, this hurts me. My first ever Pokemon game was Pokemon Pearl on the DS. I love Palkia too, it's my favorite water type Pokemon. And it's my 2nd favorite Dragon type. Although, Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, I don't want to say it's not being nice. They're straight. For starters, the National Dex is complete. The Pokedex is bad. There's only 2 fire types in the entire region that you can actually use on a playthrough team. Those 2 also, sorry, I'm sick, so sorry. There's Infernape, which you can only use if you chose Chimchar as your starter. Then Rapidash, the same fire type that your rival uses, and the same thing that evolves on level 40. Why would I want to use that? To be fair, you could use Magmortar, but of course you would need a friend that beat the game and has Magmarizer to trade with, and it's just too much. Then not to mention, I'm not the biggest fan of I like the Chibi art, I'm just not a big fan of the following Pokemon. As you'll hear me say later in the video, I loved the Let's Go. Holy stutter. I love the Let's Go Follow Pokemon feature. There we go. It was nice. You could ride some Pokemon if they were big enough. In fact, I loved riding on my Charizard Arcanine when I played the game. However, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, it's not well. After I beat the game, I had Dialga walk around with me because I got Brilliant Diamond. It was shorter than the player character. How is the God of Time shorter than a little chibi boy? And on top of all of that, then there's also just the fact that they kept the Diamond and Pearl decks, but didn't use the Platinum decks. You've heard billions of Pokemon players say, oh, Platinum is the best Sinnoh game. And honestly, they're right. Better Pokedex, harder to do, harder to beat, which makes it funny, more Pokemon to actually use. Overall, it's just a better Sinnoh experience. So if you ever want to play a Sinnoh game for the first time, just play Pokemon Platinum. And overall, those are really the main reasons why Brilliant Diamond is probably my 5th favorite. It's probably on the bottom of my list for Pokemon games on the Switch. Overall, they were just pretty bad games. Alright, so now at number 4, we have something that might actually surprise you guys. But I'm going with Pokemon Sword and Shield. Although I personally love Sword and Shield, it just felt meh. My only problems with it are the gimmick and the region itself. The gimmick, yeah, make your Pokemon bigger and it gets new moves. That sounds cool, especially Gigantamax Pokemon. But why does it only last 3 turns? Why after 3 turns does the Pokemon just revert to its normal size and you can't Dynamax in the battle again? I never understood that. I don't even think it's ever explained in the game. So you're just sitting there, wasting a Dynamax 3 turns, then you can't Dynamax again for the entire battle. It's insane. Then second is the region. You probably heard tons of players say this, but the region is just a straight path up. Look at the town map. Aside from the Isle of Armor and Crown Tundra, which I won't mention in the video, I won't mention DLCs. The region is literally just a straight up, straight from your hometown all the way up to Wide Island. It's literally just a straight path up. Aside from some turns that lead to like the Fairy type gym and Spike Moth, other than those, it's pretty much just a straight line up. Anyways, that's really the only 2 reasons why I don't like Sword and Shield. The wild area I personally enjoy. Oh, the follow Pokemon. Some of the Pokemon are just too slow, others are too fast, but it's not really that big of a problem for me. Oh, but it is annoying that you can only use them in the wild area or in the DLCs, and you can't have follow Pokemon anywhere else in the game. Anyway, next up at number 3, we have something that I actually didn't expect to be number 3. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Now, Scarlet and Violet, I'm not gonna lie, they're not entirely bad games, but they are flawed. Aside from the numerous bugs, glitches, and everything else players have found, there is one thing that I'll admit that I personally liked: the open world aspect. One of the things I felt like Pokemon always needed was an open world RPG type game. And Scarlet and Violet gave it to us. The whole region open for you to explore. Only problem is, it's not entirely open world. If you clearly tell that by the gym's levels, whether you fight the first gym, or the final 2-star boss, or whatever, sorry, you'll notice a specific level. Yeah. Even on Reddit, people constantly say that, even on Reddit, people constantly post the exact order that Game Freak expects you to play the game. And that was kind of upsetting, because it was like, you advertise the game to be open world, yet at the same time, had it not be open world? Because there were like some gyms that I was like, oh, you need to be this X level, like you need to go to 25 to actually be able to have a chance, and then there's this gym where you need to be like level 12. It's just like, it's supposed to be open world. Although to be fair, you could just catch a Pokemon in that area that's high enough level, but no one's doing that. No one's doing that. Then there's Terrestrialization, which might just be my least favorite Pokemon game. Although it's good for like certain type matchups, like you could have a fighting, like you could have a normal type turn into a ghost type and make it immune to its only weakness, which would be fighting. But my main problem with it is that they made the Arceus plates and the Silvally memories completely irrelevant thanks to this. Why waste time catching an Arceus and giving it a specific type plate? We can just terrestrialize Arceus into whatever type you want. Or why bother giving Silvally an electric memory? We can just terrestrialize like the Raichu into an electric type. Overall, it's just like, cause like, I like the Terra type. I like the design of the Terra shards and like the Terra Pokemon, and I love it all. But the actual gimmick itself, I just wasn't a fan of. Anyway, at number 2, we have Pokemon Let's Go. Pokemon Let's Go is personally probably my second favorite Let's Go Pokemon game actually, and it's good to say the least. For first of all, they have Mega Evolution, my favorite Pokemon gimmick, I'm sure you all can tell. Second of all, they had Pikachu and Eevee as the main Pokemon starters, which I personally loved Pokemon Yellow, and I thought it was cool that they did a remake of it. Third of all, the follow Pokemon. As you heard me say before, in this game you could ride Onix, or walk side by side with a Venusaur, or surf on a Lapras, or fly with a chart with an Aerodactyl. It's just like, it's amazing. There's only I don't think there's too many problems I have with the game, but the main one I want to talk about is the difficulty. I get it. I get it. I watched MNJTV's video. I understand that, oh, Let's Go is supposed to be a game for younger kids to be their first ever Pokemon game. I get that. But it is too easy. I'm an advocate for Pokemon to finally have a difficulty setter in their games. That way the games aren't always too hard or too easy. Because Pokemon Let's Go is way too easy. I'm playing through it right now for the first time. My Pikachu already has like 100 in each of its stats. Not to mention the ace moves. I'm only going to be talking about Pikachu because I've been playing Let's Go Pikachu and I haven't seen Let's Go Eevee's moves in a while. But to say the least, Pikachu's moves are pretty broken. For example, the main one I'm talking about, Zip Zap or Zippy Zap, I already forgot how to say it, I'm not gonna lie. It's 90 base power, 100% accurate, always goes first, so it has priority. It's always a critical hit. Who thought of this? And on top of all of that, it's an electric type move. So Pikachu also gets stabbed from it, making it even stronger. It was already insane enough that you get priority over moves like Quick Attack, and it was already insane enough that it's always a crit. It's also an electric type move, so it's gonna have stab on your already overpowered Pikachu, and it has 90 base power. What were we thinking? Then there's also the Pokemon candies, which I could sit here all day talking about, but then I'd be going here all day yapping about how it makes the game too easy. Sorry, well, you can just not use them. Anyway, on to the final game of the video, and obviously my favorite game on the Switch, Pokemon Legends Arceus. For starters, I loved how it was semi-open world. Many you unlocked, like the first area, you were pretty much able to explore it all. Every single Pokemon in that area, in the first map, were all around the level your team should be, excluding Alpha, like Alpha Rapidash, Alpha Snorlax, if that makes sense. All the Pokemon there were somewhat good level, and not too hard to catch, besides Paris. Paris might just be my least favorite Pokemon because of what he's doing. I'll get into that video later. Anyway. Main focusing topic, there we go. As I was saying, Legends Arceus just has a good open world thing for me. The fact that the first area, every area you can unlock, the Pokemon are somewhat decent level so you can catch them, raise them alongside your team without having to worry. I liked it. I liked how Legends Arceus didn't just feel like a regular Pokemon game. It felt actually nice to fill the Pokedex. It didn't feel like most Pokemon games where, oh, I guess I'll fill the Pokedex later. Legends Arceus, I genuinely wanted to fill in the Pokedex, and it was just like, oh, this is better. This is bomb. Then of course, Arceus, and I got to use Lucario on a team, so sweet. And Hisuian forms, that's not a lot. Hisuian forms look amazing. Hisuian Braviary, Hisuian Zoroark, Hisuian. Me trying to remember the Hisuian forms. Hisuian Decidueye, Hisuian Typhlosion, Hisuian Samurott. There we go. Most Hisuian forms I love. But not to mention that story doesn't feel like a basic Pokemon game where it's like, oh, fight all 8 gyms. Oh, evil team. Oh, become champion. No, it's actually pretty decent. It's actually a really good story. And probably one of my favorite Pokemon villains. Probably one of my favorite Pokemon, like, final battle trainers since Cynthia. Spoiler if you haven't played Legends Arceus, I'm sorry. Volo. Obviously, he's the ancestor of Cynthia, so that already puts him ahead. But then there was the when he summoned Giratina. You beat Giratina the first time, think you're clear. Then Giratina transforms and you're gonna refight him again. That right there, I loved that. I absolutely adored it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please like and subscribe. And for the last time, my rankings: 5th is BDSP, 4 is Sword and Shield, 3 is Scarlet, 2 is Let's Go, and 1 is Pokemon Legends Arceus. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy this type of video, like, subscribe, and comment if you did. Again, we are so close to 500 on the main channel. I really love you guys. Thank you guys so much. And anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Oh wait, I gotta do it like MJ TV. Until next time, Pokefans. Gotta catch 'em all.